I play pickleball because I enjoy sort of figuring out new ways of doing things. It gives you a level of creativity. I played tennis for many years, so certainly taking tennis shots into it. I played a lot of table tennis growing up, so taking shots from different sports, I find that very interesting. The strategy of pickleball is very subtle, but it's definitely there and it's very important. So those are a couple of the reasons I play, and I guess the reason I got in originally was that I could partner with my little brother and play with him, which I still get to do. So all those reasons make me want to play pickleball and continue to play pickleball. Yes, certainly I am more of a strategist. I like to give it more thought, and I think it's very important to be on the same page as your partner. So communicating with your partner what you're trying to do on the court, but then also studying other players' games. So we're fortunate now that many of our matches are recorded, so you can go back and watch, see what you might need to work on, see what the strengths and weaknesses of the other team might be, take notes. So I go pretty detailed with it, and certainly like to go into some deep conversations with some other players that find it interesting as well, and I think it definitely helps my game. I think anytime you come out to a professional sporting event as a spectator, you're a little surprised at the speed of the game, because if you watched it on TV or YouTube, you really don't get to see exactly how fast the ball is going, how hard it's being struck, and also the little things like the spin on the ball. So I think those two things, along with the energy, certainly we've got a great DJ, we have a crowd that's more or less into the match, and especially if it's a tense moment, the atmosphere, you can cut the tension with a knife at times. So I think all of those things make coming out to watch a unique experience, and certainly something everyone should try to come out and do. Something not everyone would know about me. Well, they know that my sister is Collin Johns and my brother is Ben Johns, but we have a lot of other siblings. I'm the oldest of 7, so I come from a big family. And then a little fun fact is I drink a lot of whole milk, as the rest of my family can testify to. I drink 2 to 3 gallons of whole milk a week. So the more general and the more specific, a couple things that most people would not know about. It's really interesting to see the arc and the evolution of pickleball throughout the past several years, because at this point I'm a bit of a pickleball veteran, you might say. When you start over 5 years ago, you kind of got to see the pro tours come along, and the PPA Tour was one of those tours. But I can remember when the PPA didn't exist, and there were only a few big tournaments per year and limited viewership, and the spectators were just the other players at the tournament, and you weren't playing for big stakes. You certainly didn't have big sponsors. It was more of a hobby than anything else. And to look at the sport now, where you have celebrity team owners that are talking about pickleball like Tom Brady, LeBron James, and the competition has just gotten so much deeper, so much better. It's hard to believe just how quickly pickleball has risen in the past several years. One of the biggest mottos or things that I've learned would definitely be you learn more from your losses than your wins. That's certainly something that is spouted by many people, but I can remember a neighbor and a mentor growing up telling that to me as a teenager, and certainly stuck with me. So as painful as it is to watch a match that you lose, you often find out more from your losses than your wins, and making sure that you react in the right way to a loss, because of course it's going to hurt, but at some point once you get past that, you have to use it to get stronger. It is really incredible to be in an industry, the pickleball industry, where I get to partner with my little brother, and often after matches get interviewed by my younger sister. So I never thought I'd get anything close to that opportunity. I was just hoping at some point to be able to play doubles with my little brother in tennis, which was not really possible since he was 6 years younger than myself, so we never got a real legitimate shot of that. But to get to compete at the highest level of the sport and get interviewed by your sister, it's really quite hard to believe.